Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and today is kind of a fun project. I'm gonna go pick up a homemade bridge to put across the pond over to the island, and it's pretty unique. So is the guy who made it, and should be a fun day. I was gonna try to take the tractor, try to load it with the tractor, but he said he thinks we can get it manually, use a little leverage, maybe some come-alongs. So we're gonna load up, go see if we can get that bridge, and start planning out where to put it. Once we have the bridge here, we can mark everything out and know exactly where to cut that island and start getting it set up. So let's get going. All right, so here's the new bridge. I think that's gonna be perfect. I'll have to put some deck boards across it, probably paint it, then put some decking across it. Then I'll have to set concrete up on each end of where it's gonna span out to the island, so it's got a good firm place to sit. But really pretty cool. The guy who lives here, his name's Larry. He makes a little bit of everything, and I took a little tour once already, and just a lot of unique stuff here. So we'll go take a look at some of the other stuff he's got. I'm guessing most of you clicked on this video because you wanted to see the bridge we're putting on the pond, and that's mainly what it's about. And I'm pumped about that bridge, and we got some work done to it. But everywhere I turned out here, there was something cool that he had created or salvaged out of nothing, and I just had to show some of it. Not sure what the building is. Kind of cool looking though. I was just here to look at a couple of bridges and maybe buy one, and I saw so much cool stuff I just had to share it. First thing that I walked up to when I come through this gate is a merry-go-round. It's built on an old wagon wheel, and the bearing for the axle is what it spins on. And he built that just for kids and grandkids to play on. It's an example of making something out of nothing, and it's basically what you see throughout the whole property. Then here you see an old extendable hay wagon that he uses to give the kids rides on. He's got that slide on it at the moment, and I think something like that would be great for my little Christmas tree farm. I'm gonna let Larry tell you about this, because it looks kind of like a camper, but there's a boat on the roof. How'd that idea come about, or how'd you end up with that?
Well, I had that old boat down there. The boat was sitting on that trailer, and it was sitting down there, and the transit was bad, and it was going to cost me some money to get her fixed, and I hadn't used her for a long time. So I told my wife, said, I'm going to do something with that trailer. So I just pulled it up here and aired up the tires and started looking at it and thinking, well, now that boat's the same shape as a trailer, so why can't I make a roof out of it? And that's what I did.
Had a horseshoe for a door handle.
Everything I got's made out of horseshoes or wagon wheel.
And you said sometimes you'll just flip this upside down and float on it?
I tell people that I just pull up to the edge of the water and just hit my brakes and swing the trailer around. And it flops over, but it don't.
Right. Probably not a good idea.
No,
This was
that's another thing. I bought. Seen this on Marketplace where it was, and it was just a pile of junk. And you look at that. Let me show you something here. This is 90% real. I mean, it's original. Anyhow, this.
Oh.
It just comes out. Like,
kind of cool, and that's the way.
That's all original.
That's the way it was originally made, huh?
Mm-hmm. And stuff. I had fun making this.
Now we're coming up the hill into one of his pastures. He's got a horse and a donkey and a mule out here that could have a nice little petting zoo. But right here is one of the two ponds on the property. It's pretty dry right now, but apparently during the raining season, this thing fills up, and they need this bridge over here to get across. It's pretty similar to the bridge that I'm taking with me, except it's got wagon wheels on the side. After the tour I took, I could have made this video an hour long just showing you antique things that he's made or built or restored. But after we cruise across the Hillbilly Golf course, I think we'll just take a look at his old Ford tractor and then get back to loading up the bridge.
See, here's number 2 hole here. And then these things here, this is, you just point this to where, see down there's my next one. All the way down. And you can make it as hard as you want.
Did you name it? Is it called Hillbilly Golf, or what's it called?
It's redneck golf.
Redneck Golf, yeah. Seems like the right name for it. I think it does. It looks fun.
Hillbilly, it is. And that's my old tractor. That's all I need. It runs.
What year is this?
I have no idea. It's in the 50s.
Yeah, I like these old ones. I got that Model A. The only other ones I thought of was a Ford. Because those are, so many people have them that you can get parts for them and stuff.
Oh yeah, you can get parts for any of this stuff like this. And about all I do is bush hog with it, but, you know, or pull something around. But.
Mm-hmm.
And my teeter-totter over there, I bet you've never seen a teeter-totter like there. So that's how old this is. This is probably 30 years old. It's just a teeter-totter, and you can move it around, just get it out of your way.
I bet little kids like that still.
Oh, they do. I had 2 of them, and we'd get, when Tam and Bree was young, we'd get on them and have races and everything else, you know, and we'd have get together. Had a lot of fun. Straighten it up a little bit. We'll probably have to push it over that way a little bit. Okay, come on back. Now you're all right there. All right, yeah. You're ready. All right, yeah. Just keep them going. I thought you need to straighten them up. Come on back. Okay, hold it right there.
You can go stand on the other
We're
end.
probably going to have to just let that up and lift this up and straighten it up.
I think we can move the jack if we just do this. No.
Come on back.
You got 6 feet. Still got a couple feet. Okay. You're touching.
Come on back.
Oh. All right, well, I'm excited to get this bridge put up. It's a lot of fun seeing all the other stuff around here. So, hey, thanks for the tour.
You're welcome anytime.
You really got a nice property and built a lot of cool stuff. So,
thank you.
All right, we'll get this back to the house and catch up with you when it's unloaded. Part of it is that strap. You take that strap off, it might change how it sits. Alright, so now that we got the bridge unloaded, I went and got 2x12s to make the planks out of. And I picked up this Valspar anti-rust armor. Maximum rust prevention. Oil-based enamel. Reading the back of it, it says it's like for playground equipment and metal stair rails and anything like that that's metal and outdoors. So I cleaned this up a little bit and I'm going to start getting it painted. Then I'm going to go over here and take some measurements and kind of show you where the bridge is going to sit and what my vision is for it and how I'm going to keep it in place and all that sort of stuff. So honestly, this isn't at all how I would have done this without any advice. But, you know, the guy I bought it from, he's got all this stuff sitting outside that's metal and it's all painted and looks good. And he said he just goes and gets cheap barn paint and just slaps on there, works fine. So, if that works, I'll just try this and get it done. All right, well, we're running out of daylight. I've got one side almost completely done. I've probably painted about a third of it. Hasn't taken that long, so hopefully within the next week, I'll have the slats on. I'll have to drill holes in the frame for carriage bolts, all that sort of thing. It looks like it's gonna be about the right length for the size island I already wanted to cut. Let me turn the camera and show you that. All right, so right here is about where the new pond and the old pond join. If I set one end of the bridge here, it'll run 20 foot that way and leave us about a 12-foot square out in this area. I think that's going to be perfect. It would be good for photo shoots with the Christmas tree farm, you know, getting out to the middle for fishing. The kids are going to like to play on it. And I really think I want a windmill out on that island. So I'm excited about getting this and about the progress we're making on the pond. I appreciate you guys taking time to watch the video. Just a minute, you'll see links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.